And it's lights out and away we go. Hartley gets away well for Toro Rosso. Hamilton covers off Bottas. Verstappen now slips behind Bottas. Sainz pulls out to the right hand side as they all go through turn one. And Sebastian Vettel on the inside of the Toro Rosso going wheel to wheel with Pierre Gasly. Now it's Hamilton through the S's ahead of Valtteri Bottas, Verstappen and Raikkonen. Then comes Grosjean and Sebastian Vettel, who's made up places, crucially getting past the two Toro Rossos already. It's been a brilliant start. Daniel Ricciardo already up into 14th places. Into the hairpin we go. Vettel right on the rear wing of Romain Grosjean. Down the inside goes Daniel Ricciardo, and he's trying to make up another place, this time on Kevin Magnussen through that hairpin. And Sebastian Vettel now on the approach down to Spoon goes wheel to wheel with Romain Grosjean. Into Spoon goes Vettel, and that's a super move. Raikkonen has a little look on Verstappen going into the chicane, and Verstappen looks up and then goes onto the runoff area and he pushes Raikkonen wide, and they've touched as well.
He'll pick up a penalty for that. I think he just pushed him a little bit too wide.
We can have another look, Paul di Resta.
Yeah, and you can see Verstappen just ran wide. He's locked. He's went all four wheels off the track, and when he comes back on, you can see Raikkonen there. He didn't really have place to go, actually, when you look at it from that angle. I think Max did his best, but unfortunately Raikkonen committed himself and he found himself on top of the curb, and that's where you're not going to get any traction out of there.
And that is Kevin Magnussen with a puncture and the rear left tyre hanging on very precariously indeed. Trying to have a go here on Magnussen. Oh, he's hit him.
He moved too late there, Magnussen. Moved far too late.
Magnussen is and will always be stupid. It's a fact.
Vettel now can see the rear wing of Romain Grosjean's Haas, and he wasn't seeing that rear wing for long, Paul di Resta. Lovely move by Vettel here.
You can see Ricciardo, Mr. Overtaker, straight up the inside of the Renault.
So you've been given a 5-second time penalty for leaving the track and not returning safely.
I tried to do the best I could. He drives around the outside. He could have easily just waited for me to come back.
As through, and Spoon goes Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen, and Sebastian Vettel has come off worse as the two cars make contact. It is all happening to Verstappen at the moment. He makes contact with a Ferrari and he gets a 5-second penalty. He makes contact with the next Ferrari and he spins Vettel around.
Crofty just watching the move. Vettel was nowhere. Look how far behind he was. This is a quick corner. You can see Verstappen leaves him the space, but he's overdone it. He's committed. Hit the inside curb and round he goes.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Daniel Ricciardo, last of the late breakers. After starting 15th, Daniel Ricciardo is now up into 7th place. Romain Grosjean, this time, is the driver that he's passed into that chicane late on the brakes, and he's replicating what Verstappen did last weekend, as down into the chicane goes Sebastian Vettel, and this time it's Lance Stroll that he's picked up, and that's a nice clean move from him. So Vettel back up into 16th place. There's Kimi Raikkonen. He locks up there going into the chicane.
He's going to be vulnerable to Danny Ricky if he continues any longer.
And I'm just looking down the pit lane. He's coming in. Sebastian Vettel can't get past, but is he going to try around the outside of the chicane? Good defending from Fernando Alonso there, keeping Sebastian Vettel at bay for as long as he possibly can. And guess what? No further action between Verstappen and Vettel. The stewards have decided that was very much a racing incident. Mercedes giving Valtteri Bottas the first pit stop. Is that to protect him from those behind?
Yes, and Daniel Ricciardo's in just behind them as well. Red Bull service, and you can see they're pretty happy how that went on the medium tyres, Ricciardo. So is Verstappen playing the long game? Oh, and Ricciardo's managed to jump Raikkonen as well.
He's jumped Kimi Raikkonen. He comes out behind his teammate Max Verstappen. Hulkenberg's under pressure here from Charles Leclerc, who bashes his way down the inside, and as he does that, Sergio Perez says thank you very much, I'll have some of that action myself. Hulkenberg loses 2 places there. Here comes Sergio Perez on Charles Leclerc. There goes Sergio Perez on Romain Grosjean, and almost loses out to Charles Leclerc.
3 abreast down the straight. You would not have expected that, but you can see the Haas just coming out of the pits. He left him enough space.
Esteban Ocon, meanwhile, on Nico Hulkenberg, going through Spoon Curve, and that's a nice job, well done from the Frenchman, who moves back up into the points once again. It's a great midfield scrap today, and Sebastian Vettel's now joining in on it as well. Leclerc, Ocon, Vettel, Leclerc, Ocon, Vettel going into 130R. Still Leclerc, Ocon, Vettel. Now is it going to be Leclerc, Vettel, Ocon? Yes, it is. Down the inside of the chicane, Sebastian Vettel muscles his way past, and he's now up into the points. And Esteban Ocon on the outside of Charles Leclerc. Into Spoon we go. Esteban Ocon says thank you very much, I'll take some of that.
Gasly's making the move on the Sauber. We talked about he needs to do it early. He's going to have the grip around the outside, and he's got it done.
Well, it has to be said, that Sauber's looking a difficult car to handle. Here we go again, towards Spoon Curve. There's room on the inside, and Sebastian Vettel says, thank you, I'll take that room, and I'll move myself past. It looked like another compliance overtake, didn't it?
Yeah, and it's a lonely race, isn't it, from here on in. Vettel some 40 seconds behind his teammate.
Oh, Charles Leclerc.
Ah, there's something broken. Something is broken. Oh, not touchable. Yeah, something broke.
The morning as Bottas locks up, and everyone is now on the edge of their sofa because Valtteri Bottas locks up. Fernando Alonso keeps out of the way because he was being lapped, and Verstappen had a little sniff there and is going to chase after Bottas once again.
Yeah, the engine is so rough, unbelievable.
Lewis Hamilton, who'd won 3 of the last 4 Japanese Grand Prix, has now won 4 of the last 5 Japanese Grand Prix. It is Hamilton's day in Suzuka and Mercedes, with Max Verstappen challenging hard to the line, pick up a 1-2 finish as well. Hamilton beats Bottas, beats Verstappen. It is Lewis Hamilton's day in the land of the rising sun.
Woohoo! Guys, man, I love you guys. I love driving the car. I love this track. I'm so happy, man. I'm so appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you so much, guys.
So well done to Lewis Hamilton. Daniel Ricciardo from 15th on the grid comes home to finish in 4th place ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. Sebastian Vettel a long, long way back in 6th. Sergio Perez picked up points for Force India in 7th as well. So well done to Romain Grosjean too, who should mention came home in 8th place. Esteban Ocon, a double points finish for Force India. He finished 9th. Carlos Sainz, the other points finisher for Renault.